Hey, what's up guys? Stephen, TheSalonGuy here. Thank you so much for all your requests, all the support. I really appreciate it. This is another request I got for Taylor Lautner. We all know him. He's a great actor. He's got great hair. And let's show you guys how to get that. Alright, so what I've done, just to keep this video a little bit shorter, is I went ahead and pre-cut this. The sides here, what you want to do is you want to probably use, I'd say, a 3.5, maybe a 4. Some looks, he's got his hair a lot shorter in through here. Some like this, it's a little bit longer. So I'd say probably like a 3.5, even a 4 for your length in through here. Alright? Or you can even do it by hand if you don't want to go that short. I'd say what you want to do is probably start at the back. I always start in the back area if I'm using my clippers. And you want to bring everything pretty much straight up to about this point. Alright? If you're going to hold it with hand, you're pulling everything out 90 degrees from the hair. So you're going to continue this pretty much the whole length throughout the sides and the back. Now when you get to this part in through here, what you want to do is work this in through you always want to blend the sides into the top. So here is where the important part is, where you're going to use your thumb and just work your way up in through the length of the hair. Also, what I like to do sometimes for looks like this with a lot more texture is simply point cut while blending. That gives a little more of a piecier edge. So you want to do this on both sides to where you're blending it in. Alright? Now when you get to the top area, what you want to do is you want to connect everything by cutting horizontally first, or I'm sorry, vertically, going towards the face. So what this is doing, it's actually blending in the back with the top. Okay? And once you have that blended, then you're ready to start working in through the corners here to make sure it's blended in and through the top. I'd say the top you probably want to leave it about 1.5 inches in length throughout the top to 2 inches the most. 2 inches is probably a little bit too long, 1.5 inches or so. All the way throughout the front here, leaving it probably a little bit longer in the front. And you do that by just simply over directing back a little bit like this. Okay? Now what I'd like to do is show you guys some cool texturizing techniques, which really is great for this type of haircut. So I like to just use my hands and rake in like this, and then start chipping in into the top of the hair to really just, I'd say create some really amazing texture, and really don't be afraid to chop in. You don't want to obviously go too deep because you're going to stab your client in the hair, or yourself if you're doing this on yourself. But what you want to do is you want to pull away and close the shear as you're coming up this way. Alright, this way you're protecting and you're not cutting. Alright, but the best way to do this is to do freehand. You can also take little twists like this and chip in, I'd say probably halfway through. That creates a lot of great texture as well. Another technique I love to do is using the blending shears or the thinning shears. This really works great. Again, take the hair, twist it, and do a couple of chomps like this, and that's going to give you a really cool texturized look. So after you're done doing this, you want to dry it, and then a paste is probably the best product for this, because the paste will give it that dry, texturized, more modern look where it doesn't look wet at all, and it lasts throughout the whole day. So let me just dry this a little bit, get some of the excess hair out, and then we'll put the paste in. Now you can see already what this has done, and this has no product in it, like this. See, it's got a great look. The best way to do this is to literally take your hand like this and just work it through like that throughout the whole way. You're literally trying to mess up your hair. If you just do little pieces like this with your fingertips, you're really not going to go too far. It's not going to do anything. You really want to get in there, put the palm of your hand on the scalp, and just really work the haircut in, because that's really what's going to make this stand out the most. See? That's where everything comes out and stands out. Now I'm just going to take some paste. This is the Tea Tree Shaping Cream by Paul Mitchell. I've been using this for a long time. One of my favorites. A gel will make it very wet looking and not have that pliable texture hold, but a cream or a paste, some sort of definitely of a paste will do that. So here you go. You want to work it all in. Do the same technique, the same styling method as you did when I mentioned putting the hands on the scalp, your palm of the scalp, and just rub it through like this. And as you can see what it's doing, it's bringing out, see that? The paste is bringing out the texture in the haircut. Alright, so here we go. You can finish this off as however you want for this look. It's really up to you. It's a matter of taste here. But I think this is a pretty cool style right here. And I think we're pretty much good to go.